Alvarez, first off, the performance for him, the 2 home runs in the bottom of the lineup as well, coming through there. How big was this for the team tonight?
Yeah, it was great. Caught a great game, too. Anytime you're behind the dish, that's the number one thing to do, and he really did a nice job with Christian Scott and the relievers today. And so it's as much power as you're ever going to see in the 9-hole, so probably means he doesn't really belong in the 9-hole. But there's some great swings from him. And Brett Baty continues to swing the bat really well, too.
You mentioned the bottom. You mentioned, the pitcher. What was key for him today? 2.5 and 2/3.
Yeah, I thought his mix was really good. His fastball was alive early. He was beating really good hitters with it. I think second time through he mixed really well. Got to the cutter and the sweeper a little bit more. Outstanding effort from him. I think I challenged him last game to really end innings and not let them drag on. He did a phenomenal job of that. Any other day, he's probably going to be asked to run through the middle of the order again, but with a day off tomorrow coming off the All-Star break, we're about as fresh in the bullpen as we can be. So having Brooks available in there to get the couple lefties was great.
Good job they did your bullpen as well today. Shutting them down as well, picking up where Scott left off. What was key for the bullpen?
Yeah, I think guys attacked aggressively. It was good to see Devin close that out. 100th career save is a special day, special outing for him. He's done it a lot, and so just like it was good to see him get back out there and close the game.
How much did the conditions affect the game?
I don't think they really did. I think it felt like they could have at any moment, especially as visibility got tougher. But guys managed to see baseballs that I couldn't when they went up in the air as pop-ups. So good thing we got good athletes on the field that can see things. So I don't think it really ultimately did from my perspective.
Everything okay with Soto?
Yeah, we think he's going to be fine. Had a little bit of left calf soreness. This is not the calf that was previously injured. And just given he played the All-Star game, came through a lot of activity last few days, it made sense just to get him off his feet. I think our expectation is he's playing this weekend. We got the off day tomorrow. We'll check in with him and see how he feels. But I think we were in a spot where he felt he could keep going, but it didn't make sense.
How much notice did you guys get before the time change, and how did it affect your planning going from a 7:10 to a 6:10 start of inning?
So I guess in the last week we've had a game pushed back and a game pushed up. So that's been fairly unique. You just have to roll with it. We found out a couple hours before game time.
Anything else?
When you look ahead at Brett Baty's career, you mentioned how he's been swinging the bat well. What do you see for him moving forward?
I think this is who he is as a hitter. You know, it's not going to be every day where you absolutely smoke a line drive to center field for a base hit and hit a home run, but this is what he can do, and this is kind of the expectation we have of him. He also presents us a lot of defensive versatility, so he can slide over to first, he can play second, he can play third, he can play corner outfield spots, he even made a nice play at shortstop. So you're talking about a really versatile player who is showing the pop in the bat that we believe he has, and so I wouldn't want to limit what his future can be because that's what you ultimately want. He's a baseball player.
With Soto, there's really no concern about an IL stint even with that area?
I don't think so at this point in time. That's not how we're looking at it.
What do you think of your outing?
I thought I did a good job attacking the strike zone early. It really kept them just stay on the attack pretty much the whole game. All my pitchers were working in the strike zone today, so thought I did a good job getting ahead and just getting through at bats pretty quickly today.
Think of the conditions out there, any impact on you?
I'm not gonna lie, towards the end of it, I was like a little thick. I felt like I was breathing like some metal in there. But I mean, at the end of the day, a little spoonful of adversity didn't hurt anybody. So yeah, just part of the game. It was fun playing out there, and the stadium was packed, good atmosphere. So yeah, it was fun.
Did it affect your pregame moving up?
Nah, we're good.
How much pride do you take when you sit down a lineup? When you shut down a lineup like that, how much pride do you take in your performance and you kind of keep them under wraps the way you did?
I'm just giving the team a chance to win. Honestly, that was the biggest part of that I took from the day. I thought the offense did a good job battling and then finally getting to the bullpen and putting some runs together. But I just keep my team in it for the most part, and that's what my job is. So I feel like I did a good job of that.
How eager are you to start going deeper into these games?
That's what you want to do. That's what you sign up for, right? Right, the situation I understand. You got 2 lefties coming up, trying to win a ball game there. So, obviously I would love to go 6 or 7 or 8 innings. So, that's just part of learning the process, learning how to get through at bats a little bit quicker, like today. Just giving the team the best chance to win.
You had a pretty good start the last one before the break, and Andy said, "I think there's more in there for him."
Yeah.
What was it like to hear that and respond this way?
Yeah, I love when he challenges me. I don't want to hear how good I did. I want to hear what I need to improve on. It's easy to come in here and say I did a great job when me and him both know I didn't really pitch up to my capabilities that day, even though the results kind of showed that. Sometimes the results kind of lie. So I thought it was good kick in the ass a little bit, being able to kind of light that fire into me, and I needed that for that day. Especially coming off a 0, knowing I could pitch better. It was a good time for him to bring that up.
You're using your sweeper and your curveball just a little bit more. What did you like about those pitches?
I was just laying in the strike zone early. Started a couple lefties with a sweeper 0-0, and kind of like it sets up the whole at bat really. When I'm able to go in or out with a fastball after that and throw the cutter off of it. So just giving them multiple things to look at. A couple times through the order and things to respect. So I just thought I did a good job landing those today.
When's the last time you caught a pop-up?
Long time. He hit in the air, and I looked at Alvy, and I was like, "Oh, this is my ball." So I don't know. Yeah, it's coming back towards me, and I was like, I just haven't done this in a long time. But I was glad to catch it for sure.
It wasn't one of those cases where the guys couldn't see the ball because of the smoke. It had nothing to do with that at all, or
no, we're fine. Yeah, it's just a little spoonful of adversity. You'll be all right. Two spoonfuls. Yeah, mix in the coffee a little.
Talk about the impact you had today, both at the bat with 2 home runs, and how key were they to all those home runs when you hit them, especially?
Bueno, hablo del impacto que tú tuviste hoy en el juego, los 2 jonrones, pero todo lo que pasó en el juego.
Yo creo que aparte de los 2 jonrones, el impacto más grande fue también que pichamos bien y pudimos tener el juego siempre cerca y tuvimos la oportunidad de poder hacer carrera y ganar el juego.
I think aside from the 2 home runs, I think the biggest impact that I was able to be a part of was how well our pitchers threw today. We kept the game close, and then we were able to score runs in key spots there. So I thought that we played a really, really good game.
Seems like maybe the smoke didn't obscure your vision at all when it came to the plate.
Que no parece que el humo no te hizo daño cuando estaba bateando hoy.
Al final del partido que echando y que echando más que todo, creo que me hizo más daño al final del partido.
Yeah, at the end of the game, it was a little bit more difficult, especially just catching. It became a little bit more difficult to see at the end.
What type of growth have you seen from Christian Scott this year?
¿Qué tipo de cómo Scott ha mejorado desde que él subió?
Bastante, bastante. Está mezclando todos sus picheos, está tirando el primer picheo en strike, está tirando todos los picheos en strike, lo tira para afuera de la zona, en la zona, entonces yo creo que eso es lo que lo hace especial a él.
He's been doing a lot, but I think the biggest thing is he's been able to mix his pitches a lot better now. He's been able to use them all. 4 strikes, he knows how to command the first pitch strike the way he wants to. But yeah, he's just been really impressive from that aspect.
How important was it for you and Brett to carry the bottom of the order when you guys did tonight?
Qué importante fue para Brett y para ti también para poder ayudar a la ofensa.
Bastante. Yo creo que se trata de, somos un equipo todos, ¿sabes? Todos confiamos en todos nosotros y yo creo que los 9 que estamos ahí somos lo suficientemente buenos para ayudar al equipo.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great that we were both able to contribute there. At the end of the day, we're a team, and all of us are capable to have success here. And the fact that we were able to do it today, I think it was really special.
How shaken up were you on when you hit the backswing? Is that scary at all?
Cuando te vieron con ese batazo, ¿qué fue lo que tú pensabas? Si tenía miedo en ese entonces.
Sí, al principio sí me dio miedo, me sentí como extraño, un poquito extraño, pero después se fue yendo y me sentí mucho mejor.
Yeah, at first it was a little bit scary. I felt a little weird, but as the time went on, it cleared up. But yeah.
You've seen Baty play a lot over the years. When he's at his best, what is he capable of?
Cuando Baty está teniendo este éxito como lo ha tenido en la última semana, 2 semanas, ¿qué es lo que está haciendo bien para tener ese éxito?
Está rey para batear la recta, no falla la recta, no hace swing en la recta, siempre o le da foul, le da bien para adelante con la maceta. Yo creo que eso es lo que lo identifica él como bateador.
I think when Brett's hitting the fastball and he's not really missing it. When he's on time with the fastball, he's able to barrel it up, or even if he's just a little bit late, he'll still foul it off. But whenever he's on the fastball is when he's had the most success.
And Francisco, at the bottom of the order, picked up the offense today.
What was the
What was
question?
the key for you and for Francisco to pick up the offense in the bottom of the order?
My approach was just to hunt fastballs up in the zone and I think Alvy was the same thing, and he was hitting the ball hard all day. So.
How much is it able to line up when you guys can contribute today and somebody else a different day? And today was your turn. Talk about that aspect of it and how you guys were both able to kind of key that offense today.
Speaks to the length of our lineup and the kind of talent we have in this room. We got a deep lineup, and it showed tonight.
Is it challenging playing through the conditions out there? Just what was that like for you guys?
No, I didn't think it was bad until the last couple innings. Just eyes itching, burning a little bit, and then just Benji said it felt like you were sitting at a campfire, just like close to a campfire, which was pretty good. So
That sounds kind of bad.
well, it's fun, but yeah, it didn't feel great playing ball with it though.
Brett, what has this year been like for you with the expectations that you hold for yourself, how you finished last year, just coming in and also the team struggling?
One more time?
How has this year been for you mentally processing just the way that you've played and the expectations you hold for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's been good at all. I hold myself to a way higher standard than the way I've been playing, so I think these last two or so weeks have been the kind of player I am. Hitting the ball hard and playing good defense, and that's all I can really control. So that's what I'm going to continue to try to do.
Can you pinpoint anything that's led to the success the last couple of weeks?
I think it's just conviction. Conviction at the plate, knowing what I'm looking for and being all in on it. Not being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Just going up there with a good approach and executing it.